Alright everyone, now we have to talk about Trump's Christmas message. Yeah, I realize Christmas was a couple of days ago, but this is a little bit too funny not to cover. It's just that yesterday I had an overflow of news, over and over again. And a gardening video, and I got swatted, etc, etc. It was a long day. Anyway, I'm going to read this verbatim, because I find this hilarious. This was the end of Christmas Eve. Joe Biden's misfits and thugs like deranged Jack Smith are coming after me, Trump wrote, at levels of persecution never seen before in our country. Why did the unselect January 6th committee of political hacks and thugs illegally delete and destroy all of the evidence they used to write their fake report? The ex-president fumed on Sunday evening. Why do they not show that I used the words peacefully and patriotically in my speech? They actually pretended that these words were never uttered. Crooked politics. By the way, these claims he's making are fundamentally true. That report does omit segments of Trump's speech which are completely exonerating. Hence the J6 committee and non-stop persecution that's happened since then. They spied on my campaign, Trump continued. Also true. Lied to Congress, cheated on FISA, rigged a presidential election, allowed millions of people, many from prisons and mental institutions, to invade our country, screwed up in Afghanistan, and Joe Biden's misfits and thugs like deranged Jack Smith are coming after me. At levels of persecution never before seen in our country. It's called election interference. Merry Christmas! Then saying that they should rot in hell. This was his continuation. Merry Christmas to all, including crooked Joe Biden's only hope, deranged Jack Smith, the out-of-control lunatic who just hired outside attorneys, fresh from the swamp, unprecedented, to help him with his poorly executed witch hunt against Trump and MAGA. Included also our world leaders, Trump added, both good and bad, but none of which are as evil and sick as the thugs we have inside our country, who, with their open borders, inflation, Afghanistan surrender, Green New Scam, high taxes, no energy independence, woke military, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Iran, all-electric car lunacy, and so much more, are looking to destroy our once great USA. May they rot in hell. Again, Merry Christmas. I guess he figured the first message there wasn't spicy enough. Now, I see a lot of legacy media coverage of this focuses on him supposedly being roundly condemned for having made these particular posts. I see a bunch of people chuckling about them. Mean tweets never hurt Trump. If anything, the fact that he doesn't put these things on Twitter reduces his ability to put out the funny stuff that really is the lifeblood of his style of campaigning. I suspect he'll be coerced by some staffers into at least sporadically tweeting once the general begins. I just see this as a normal, like a 6 out of 10 spicy take by Trump. Have you seen some of the crazy shit that he's posted? Sometimes it really is off the wall. Hoping that people that are trying to legally persecute you rot in hell is not that difficult to understand. I mean, he's poking the bear. He's under several partial gag orders from several different courts right now, and I think that's the point. I think that he wants to poke the bear in order to evoke a response or back them down. Basically, hey, go ahead and try to jail me pending trial or something like that and fucking see what happens, because they know that they probably can't get away with doing so without massive outcry. And so they have to sort of namby-pamby him. They wag their fingers at him and say, don't you dare, Mr. Trump, and then he dares, and once again they blink. This has happened several times. Rot in hell. Merry Christmas. I kind of like that one. There's a lot of people that do deserve that, actually. And the unipartyists definitely are among them. I guess if you believe in heaven and hell and stuff like that, you can always have the solace of saying, well, they get what they deserve when they die. I don't know about that. I think there should be temporal consequences, too, when you are attempting to upend a republic while pretending that you're trying to defend that same republic and its functions. That's a little bit low. It's a little bit skeevy, a little bit sleazy, and not with the good crack either. By the way, watch Crack Miser when you get a chance. It's one of the funniest skits that I've ever seen. So yeah, link in the description if you want to read the entire quotes for yourself. And the legacy media's coverage of it is also noteworthy simply because they're sort of just talking out their ass. Like they're saying, everyone's condemning Donald Trump for his latest extreme and hate-filled vitriol. But I mean, you're the only ones condemning him, though. And people with TDS. So like, yeah, Stephen King's going to, absolutely, he's going to condemn it. Yeah, Mark Sinkton, he's going to condemn it. But I mean, they're going to condemn anything he says. He could say, well, I prefer vanilla ice cream, and they'll take that as a symbol of white supremacy or something like that. Then he says, but don't worry, chocolate's pretty good too. They'll make that a racial reference also. And the funny thing is, normally when I say things like that, I'd be being hyperbolic, but I don't think that I am. That's about all. Peace out.